Today I'm going to talk about flying. This is a talk for the frequent flyers, those who take the plane very often. Now, when I was a kid, I used to love flying. I was in school in London when I was 14 and 15, and I remember going to the London Air Terminal in Kensington Street, and from there go to the airport to Heathrow and dream of flying. Now, today, I have flown so much for my work in India, going abroad to France, to US, that I'm a burnt out flyer. Sometimes when I enter some airports in India, Chennai airport, for instance, which is one of the worst airports in India, or even Pune airport, which is even worse. It's an Air Force airport that is leased by the airport authorities of India. I get in a bad mood because what used to be a wonder was to be a joy, today has become a burden. And yet, there is a very ancient science in India called pranayama. You all know about pranayama. It's the science of breathing, which for thousands of years have been practiced and taught in India. Now, there are some very simple pranayama exercise which I do while flying, which help me to balance the negativity of flying, because there have been medical studies which show that flying is not that good for your body, for digestion, for breathing, for the lungs, for the blood. I don't know how many of you have noticed that if you have a dropper, like a dropper for the eyes or dropper for the nose, while flying, the dropper absorbs the liquid. It's empty when you board the plane, and when you land in Delhi or whatever, the dropper is full. That means there's a suction process which happens in the air, high in the air, that sucks up everything. So flying is not good for the body. Now, I have discovered 3 very good pranayama, which I use every time. The first one, of course, is Alum Viloma or Nadi Shodra, which is called the alternate breathing. You know how it works. You put your 2 fingers on the third eye, between the eyebrows, then you block your right nostril with your thumb, and you block your left nostril with the second small finger. Then you start breathing from the left, breathing out from the left, and breathing in, and then you hold a little bit, and then breathe out from the right. And again hold for 2-3 seconds, and breathe in, and hold a little bit, between 3 to 12 seconds, depending on your capacity, and breathe out. And you do 6 to 9 cycles. Now this balances the eardrums. It's very good because there's a lot of pressure on your eardrums while flying. So when you do this, it balances the eardrums. So I would advise you to practice this, especially during the takeoff and the landing, because it really balances the eardrum and helps you. You don't need to put, these ear blocks. You can just do this. Another very good exercise is the jaw moving while breathing. Now there's a yogic breathing called Ujjayi. Ujjayi is like a silent snore. Instead of doing, you just do it silently. So this helps you to lengthen your breath. Normal breath is a little shallow, but if you practice Ujjayi, yogic breath, it makes your breath really long. So not only you can practice Ujjayi breathing during the flight, but you can also use it with jaw moving, which helps you also to balance your eardrums and then block your eardrums, right? Like this. And breathe out. Sometimes you even will feel that your drums are cracking. It's a good sign that you're unlocking your eardrums. So just jaw moving while doing Ujjayi breath. The third one is simple yawning. Yawning also, liberates your head and unblocks your eardrums. Exaggerate yawning. It's very good to relaxing. When people are tired or when they're relaxed, they yawn naturally. So just yawn, at the end of the flight, quietly. Nobody will notice. And you can move also your jaws while yawning. There's a fourth one, of course, which is Kapalbhati. Now, Kapalbhati, you have to do it very discreetly and very silently. You know, Kapalbhati is an emphasis on the breathe out. And every time you breathe out, you just press your stomach so that there is more effect. Huh? So if you have someone sitting next to you, you do it more silently. But also very effective for digestion. Huh? Avoid eating too much in the flight. Avoid drinking alcohol, especially on the long flights. You know, I would say that if you drink alcohol, you eat more, your digestion is more difficult, and you have more problem with jet lags. All this pranayama help for the jet lag. Huh? Those who travel a lot, especially from the US to India, if you do it non-stop or you have 2 hours stopover in London or Paris or Frankfurt, you know, if you do this pranayama, it helps you for the jet lag. So do pranayama, eat less, avoid drinking in the flights, and be happy. Namaste.